still day one and it's still before lunchtime, but I have one less hat, one less shirt, and I have changed shoes. And now I'm about to cross my second suspension bridge of the day. I'm holding the camera straight, by the way. Yeah, it is kind of tilty. And we're going to see how that goes, huh? That's going to be fun. But there's a thing up there. I have no idea what it is. You see it? Maybe a bridge, maybe a railing? Oh, I hope that's not a bridge. Well, I wasn't really sure where the trail went, but a little bit of bushwhacking put me kind of in the right place. So it turns out it is in fact a bridge. Happily, it's closed, and happily one may cross the brook at low water fairly safely a little bit downstream. So, this way. Okay, so I'm at the cache, and if you're looking over my shoulder, that's the view. And here's the view in front of me, which is pretty spectacular, even considering it's past peak foliage. Now, the description says it's a straightforward ammo can, and it's hidden, not really hidden, so I'm not giving much away when I come up here and show you this particular ammo can. The idea of the sticks isn't so much to hide it, but just to break up the rectangular line so that a casual passerby, and trust me, there are no casual passers-by, would not necessarily see it. So if you've never seen a 50 caliber ammo can, this here is a 50 caliber ammo can. And I'm pretty sure that geocachers are the largest segment of the civilian population that knows the difference between 30 and 50 caliber ammo cans. But here's the logbook, and here's the stuff inside. And I'm just going to take a moment and sign the log. On my way to the logbook, I found these cute little magnets. Little cats and dogs on them, and I'm sure there's somebody's signature, and I hope that when I look in the logbook I'll find out whose. Because I'm going to take these, geocaching manners kind of requires that I leave something of my own, so I'm going to look in my bag and see what I have to trade for it. So this is what I found in my bag to put in the box. I made these beads last winter, and I took 3 of them and I put them in a little Ziploc to keep them safe, and there's my name, and I'm going to put them in the box. Looking in the box, I found this, which is the signature of some friends of mine, so it's nice to know they've been here too. So here's my signature in the book, and here's the signature of the people who left the cat magnets. Turns out they're not geocachers, they're letterboxers, and they were looking to place a letterbox nearby, but this spot was already taken. So this is my perch for a couple of minutes, and you know, who doesn't like rocks, riverbeds, and fall foliage? So I'm just going to hang out here for a few minutes. Maybe it doesn't look like much of a trail to you, but this is the Catamount Cross Country Trail. It's a ski trail that runs the entire length of the state. So, although it's pretty remote in some places, it's pretty famous, and in the winter, pretty well maintained. I mean, down logs notwithstanding. You know, one thing about the trail back is it almost always seems shorter than the trail out. Unless you're in pain, which happens sometimes. But you're also not worrying so much about, is this the right way to the cache? Because you've already been to the cache. And if the trail out worked, well, in most cases, it'll work on the way back. Which isn't to say you shouldn't pay attention, because I know there's a trail junction coming up here soon, and even though it's signed perfectly adequately, if I wasn't paying attention, as I sometimes am not, I might not realize it right away. So here's my trail junction. And the, well, this is not just adequate signage, but pretty sturdy and explicit signage. So behind me is the trail I came on, down to the first suspension bridge. Sometimes, but not always, I remember to take a picture of the trail map. This is nearly always a good idea because if you get lost or you're not sure where you are, you can compare the trail map with your GPS and maybe get a clue. This is really important in the dark and in the winter. Hey, been there. And here's the parking lot. So, I guess, you know, we're kind of done here.